Well, let's pick up where we left off.
Yep, there had to be some drama on this day, of course, because why would this story have made it to the wedding tea? So, like I just shared with you, the bride was happy. Mama was doing her thing, but I noticed over in the corner by the window, the maid of honor, the bride's sister, wasn't doing too well. She was crying. So, me being who I am, I went over there to check on her to see if she needed help with anything. And she said, nah, she was good. And I'm like, okay, well, let me know if you need something. Do you need something to eat? Do you need something to drink? She was like, no, I just need to rest a little bit. Okay, I left it at that. The little girl was running around the room. Oh, yeah, the flower girl. The flower girl was the daughter of the maid of honor. All right. And the bride's niece. And she was a little cute little something. She was about 2 years old, running around doing her thing. And I'm thinking, hey, maybe something happened. Maybe mom is exhausted. I'm not really sure. But like I said, the maid of honor was not very happy. She just was not her lively self. She was not the woman that I had met at the rehearsal. Okay. So I had to kind of make sure I keep an eye on her because I need her to be the maid of honor so that she can help her sister throughout this wedding day. So once I made sure everyone was together and fairly okay, I headed on down to the ballroom. My team is down there. The flowers are coming in and everything looks gorgeous. And about an hour or so before the ceremony, I should have a minister on site because I needed to give him some directions as he had requested. And I was looking for him, okay? My assistants, they were good. They had been checking on the bride and groom throughout the process. But I'm standing around like, hey, where's old boy? I need my minister. He hadn't arrived yet. Now, I checked my email, I checked my phone, voicemail. I had not received any notifications from the minister. So I'm thinking that he's just en route. Maybe he's caught in traffic. Let's keep moving, all right? We get the aisle runner laid down the aisle. Guests are starting to arrive, and we're kind of keeping them at bay because we are now at the point of getting some room shots of the ceremony before guests are allowed in. And so let's say we're about 45 minutes now before the start of the ceremony. And so, yeah, these people were early, but I'm okay with that. At least I knew this ceremony pretty much was going to start on time. So about 40 minutes before the start of the ceremony, I said, let me go ahead and get a minister a call because I was feeling a little bit uneasy. Now, when I called, he did not answer the phone. A woman did. I'm going to have to guess that this was his assistant. And I says, hey, I'm looking for Pastor such and such. And she was like, oh, yeah, he's on a flight right now. Oh, what? Did you just say a flight right now? I said, ma'am, he's supposed to be marrying my couple literally in 40 minutes. She said to me, oh, yeah, his flight was delayed. Did he not call and tell you? He's supposed to be sending someone else. Well, I hadn't received that memo, voicemail, notification, email, text message. I said, oh, okay, who's coming as his replacement? She told me the person's name and that they were en route and they should be there in about 15 minutes. I'm like, okay. I says, do you have a contact number for him or her? And she says, no, I do not. But if you run into any issues, go ahead and give me a call back. All right. Sounds good. We start to let the wedding guests into the ballroom. Wedding party is dressed. Bouquets are passed out. Boutonnieres look good. Everybody is smiling. Bride is happy. We've got the maid of honor okay. And it's now time to line them up. But I still don't have a minister. So I called that number back. I'm like, hey, girlfriend, how you doing? Yes, I'm the coordinator over here at the wedding that your minister was supposed to marry in now probably about 15, 20 minutes from now. And the person that you said was coming is not coming or is not here. Can you give me an ETA? Give me an update as to what is going on. She was like, oh, yeah. They're not going to be able to make it. I don't know what happened from the time in which I spoke to you, but the minister, his flight is landed and he's going to go ahead and perform the ceremony. Now, mind y'all, we are in downtown Chicago. It's a holiday weekend. I forgot to tell y'all that. It's a holiday weekend. And the minister who should be here in 20 minutes, because that's when the ceremony is going to start, has landed. Landed meaning airport. And if you are familiar with Chicagoland area, there is O'Hare Airport and there's Midway Airport. O'Hare Airport from downtown on a decent day, not a Saturday, but on a decent day, is at least 30 to 35-minute drive just to get downtown. And then you've got to navigate through that to figure out where you're going to the hotel, okay? If you're at Midway, if you're in Midway, Southwest Chicago there, it's going to take you about 20, 25 minutes to get downtown. And then you got to navigate your way throughout downtown to get to this hotel. So, ma'am, are you telling me that he's landed and basically our ceremony is going to be late? Because even if he landed and the car was out front, literally he jumps into the car and drives off, he's not going to make it here for the start of the ceremony. The ceremony at least is going to be 20 to 30 minutes late. And she says, yeah, sorry, there were some issues and blah, 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 but he is going to be there. Okay. So I now got to go tell the bride what was going on. She handled it all right. I had to tell the groom. He was I'll leave that where it is, but it starts with an A. I went on about my business. Now, as we are waiting, the little girl, the flower girl, is sleepy. Right? Remember, I told y'all she's 2. So she's crying. She's also running around. She's whiny. She's doing all the things that a terrible 2 toddler would do. She wants her grandma. She wants her mom. She wants her auntie. She wants her dad. She wants to pull this. She wants to snatch that. She wants to lay down. She wants to eat. She's doing all of the craziness that little 2-year-olds do. And mom is trying to keep her at bay, keep her from losing her mind, and also keep herself from losing her mind. So she goes over to her husband. He is not a wedding party member, but he is going to be walking mom down the aisle. So she goes over to her husband and she's like, hey, can you help me with our daughter? Do y'all know that this man literally, I heard it, y'all, literally cussed this woman out. I was like, whoa, okay. Sister runs out of the area in which we are. She is crying. I mean, bawling, makeup coming down her face. She is holding the hand of the 2-year-old and she is literally running out of the space. Y'all know that man didn't go after her. Y'all know that man stood there like he ain't had nothing to do with the situation. The sister, who's the bride, is looking and she's like, oh my God, my sister is losing her mind. She needs help. I can't go do anything because I have on this beautiful ballroom gown and I can't do anything. I says, hey, I'll go see what's going on. So I go into the bathroom. I says, hey, what's going on? What can I do to help you? We've got some time because the minister, hell, we don't even know where this man is. He might not even be in state. Let's be honest. She just says he always treats me like that. He always talks to me like that. And I just need some help with our baby girl, but he's not willing to help. I says, hey, I'm a mom. What can I do? Do you want me to get her some fruit snacks? What is it? She had left some things up in the room. She asked if I could go up there and get them some toys or some items like that could help calm the little girl down and possibly even put her to sleep. Okay. She might not be walking down the aisle because things are delayed and it's past her nap time. I understood. I felt bad for her in that moment because she was dealing with a person, her partner, her husband, who wasn't being helpful. But I will say in that moment, I started to notice that these 2 women like similar men, controlling men. It is what it is. I go get the things. We come back down. We got the little girl together. She's eating fruit snacks, playing. I can't even remember what the little girl was doing, but she was calm, all right? We got the sister's face fixed up. We're now about 20 minutes late for this ceremony. I still do not have a minister. I called the lady back. I said, hey, girlfriend, where is he at? Is he like down the street? Is a cab dropping him off? We didn't have Uber at the time. So what is going on? Is he close by? She was like, oh, yeah, he's leaving the airport now. Girl, stop. Stop playing with me. He's what? He's leaving the airport now? I didn't know what to do. So funny enough, y'all know I got a company called Marry Me Ceremonies, right? I'm actually a wedding officiant. Yeah, that was the day that I became an officiant online. Yeah, because I was so nervous that this minister was not going to come and all this money had been spent on wedding day that I went online and became an officiant because I already had the script. I had went through the rehearsal. I was like, if I got to deliver this day, if I got to do the thing, then this is what it's going to be. I'm going to stand up here with my black suit on, my gym shoes, and I'm going to marry these two, and we're going to move on with the rest of the day. Thankfully, though, I did not have to do that. But yeah, the minister literally was over an hour late for this wedding ceremony. You talking about pissed off? I was that. Over an hour late, you just obliterated my timeline. And the groom was acting nasty the entire time as if I had something to do with this situation. Like I hijacked the plane and left a man on there, didn't bring him to the state that he was supposed to be in. I don't even know what this man thought, but he was doing too much, talking to me crazy. Once again, I'm not your wife to be, so don't come at me like that. But anyways, I'm gonna leave that be. Ceremony goes ahead and it happens, all right? It is an hour late, so things are delayed. We lost some time with photo and video. But the flowers look gorgeous, by the way. Went on and had our cocktail hour, and now we're at the reception. Guests are dancing. Photographer, videographer are doing their thing. The couple has had their first dance. Toasts have happened. All is well. The party is taking place, all right? Me and my team, we just kind of standing around because at this point, there's not much to do until the end. But I noticed that the bride was sitting at the head table by herself. So I went over there to check on her. I said, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Are you enjoying yourself? And she was like, yeah, it's all right. It's a beautiful party. Thank you for everything and blah, blah, blah. I said, well, hey, get up. What's wrong? You okay? Get on up. Why don't you get out there and dance? And she said, he doesn't like me to dance. I said, well, who, boo? Who doesn't like you to dance? She said his name, who was her husband. I said, he doesn't like you to dance. Is that because you can't dance? You don't know how to dance? Or he literally doesn't want you to dance at your wedding reception? She shared with me that he didn't want her to dance at their wedding reception. I said, well, isn't that a bit controlling? I mean, I didn't literally say that, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh, so what are you supposed to do? And she says, well, I'm just going to sit here. I said, would you like me to go get him? Maybe he means you should only dance with him. I'm not sure. I'm not trying to get in y'all's business like that, but I hate to see you sitting over here by yourself. And she says, nah, leave him be. He's over there with his guys. They're hanging out. They're enjoying themselves. And I'm like, but are you enjoying yourself? And she was like, it's cool. It's all right. I'm like, girlfriend, I'll go get him. I will go get him so that y'all can dance. Y'all had y'all's first dance. If you want to party, do a little cha-cha slide, little Cupid shuffle, whatever it is, let me go get him so you can have some fun. Because literally at this point, we had about 2 hours left. And I was not about to sit here and watch this beautiful bride sitting in this gorgeous dress inside this amazingly stunning room, sit at this head table by herself because her man didn't want her to dance at her own wedding reception. She's like, nah, Desiree, it's cool. All right. I said, hey, well, let me get you a drink. She's like, oh, yeah, I'm not supposed to drink. What? I said, you're not supposed to drink? She's like, yeah, he thinks drinking should be between us in the privacy of our home, or I should only drink around him. I said, hey, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get you a drink. I sure am. I'm going to bring a shot right on over to you so you can relax and enjoy some of this party while this man got you sitting over here by yourself, supposed to be your husband, and is not even partaking in any activities with you, hanging out with his boys, telling you you can't dance and you can't drink at your own wedding reception. Stop playing with me. Anyways, I go get the shot. I pull her from the table, take her on out into the foyer, said, hey, toss this back, sis. Let me know if you need another one. And we're going to end this story right here. Hey, before you even ask, yep, they are still married. I guess both of these sisters like controlling men. I'm going to stay out of that mess, but hey, I'll see you next time on The Wedding Tea.